Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Is that loud in your ears?
The music is, but I think it was a bit low when we
Yeah.
started the game, when it's not too bothered yet.
Yeah. I'll load that to get rid of the music and hopefully it'll... That was a bit much. Why are we in here again? I don't know how to do anything on here. Maybe went back in for some reason.
Which case file would you like to tackle?
It was on there, wasn't it? Ah, there.
Yes.
Oh! I've solved the crime of who caused damage to the Jojo warehouse. It's Pierre, who sells overpriced goods at the local shop, who committed this dastardly deed. Thank you, Detective Morris. Or Howard Jojo, you get out. Get out. Honestly. Thank you, Mike. How are you? Here you go, Rupert. I think we just went back in to have a look at something. I can't remember now.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
Got me notepad. Find a clean page.
The dinner party.
Scenario.
Yeah, not too bad. How's the sound? It seems quite loud to me, but...
Loading complete. Good luck.
There was a gathering of friends for a dinner party over at apartment 402. The celebration came to a halt when a lifeless body collapsed on the floor. By carefully examining the details of the scene...
So it was already a body and it fell over?
Yeah. By carefully examining the details of the scene, can you piece together what happened at this dinner gathering?
No.
Sounds okay. Oh, good. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Cheers. A lot better than I was.
You've been rough all week, haven't you?
I've got no feet.
You just float in nothing. I knew that was coming, so I didn't happen to look over, but I thought I'd let it frighten you.
Thank you.
Hi, Fluffy.
Bastard.
Thank you. 53 months. Thank you. It's ridiculous and you should be ashamed.
Yeah.
But that looks very similar to the one on the demo,
It
doesn't
is
it?
the demo one, it seems. But can't we go in these rooms? No.
Oh, that's weird.
That must be the same thing.
Well, hopefully the answer's different. Oh, we found a clue then. What was the clue we just found?
Don't know.
Was it the chalk outline, do you think? Oh, what are the questions? How many people live in the apartment? Live in apartment.
Who is Jessica's cousin?
Cousin.
Who is sat in chair 4?
Yeah.
Who was killed? Who was the killer?
Right. Oh, I've almost written them down. I can't write very well. That's a nice apartment.
Well, it was.
Well, yeah, dead body aside.
Cup of tea!
Oh, cup of tea!
Right then.
I'll scribble things down as
Bolt.
you find them.
What found another clue?
Include. Oh. Whose wallet is that? Ronnie Grayson. So he probably lives there if his wallet's there. Ronnie wallet. Receipt, wine and chocolates. What date? April 24th.
Sea Lions Kitchen.
Parking on what date?
14th of the Tooth.
Yeah. Terry Charleston, doctor.
Abortion Clinic.
Mm. Ronnie Grayson. Who signs their name like that?
Ronnie Grayson, probably.
Lewis Hampton. What is that? Attorney.
Yes. Law Bastard.
Fair enough.
Right, 608
Oh.
Street.
608 High Street.
Highcrest Street.
Highcrest Street. So perhaps
this
it doesn't
is not
live there.
This is not. This is 402 something or other.
Hmm.
Is it not? So Ronald doesn't live here.
Ronald. Can you open them drawers?
No.
Right, so what is that? Water resistant lipstick.
Pink Lilac.
Yeah.
Water resistant, leaves no marks or smears, unlike my hoop.
The word smear is nearly as bad as moist, isn't it?
Yes. And whoever's bag that is also trying to quit smoking.
And where are the matches from?
Siline's Kitchen.
I don't know if I need to write all of this down, but they're all clues, aren't they?
Looks like that's it in there.
Right, so see, Ronnie leaves for New Orleans. But then I suppose that doesn't mean he lives there, does it?
No, he doesn't live there, does he?
So calendar. Anyway. Yeah. Oh. I can't write all that down. No, I can't write all that down. I thought it was just that month. Oh dear. It's like you don't want to solve this crime. I know, right? So the victim's glass has got lipstick on it. Write it down, Jim. Write it all down. No. What the hell is in that mug? Ooh. Is that, do you reckon that's blood? Wine? I don't know, it looks like whatever it was is on their plate, doesn't it?
Mm.
Oh, hi, Crafty. How are
Hello.
you? Maybe you did it. I did do it. But you're not supposed to tell anyone. Hang on, I'm trying. Thank you. How you doing, Crafty? You haven't missed a lot. We're just having a look round. Our first look round. Dinner party and somebody dropped dead, basically. There. And a cup of tea. Can't open any of them drawers. Recipe for beef stew. Stop it! There's going to be something in there that someone's allergic to or something,
I
isn't
would
there?
imagine so. Boneless chuck roast.
I'm writing other things down. I can't write down everything they've written on their calendar.
1 cup of dry red wine.
Dry red wine.
So you need to add water to it to turn it into real wine.
I'm not sure that's what it means. You thanks, just a bit tired. Yeah, I'm alright. Are you alright?
No.
How was your night out? Was it a birthday party? That looks like a big bowl of sick.
Da Vinci wine.
For those new to the fine art of drinking, please follow these helpful tips. Make sure to hold the wine glass from the neck, but make sure not to hold it like a handle. Cradle the cup. For filling up the wine glass, do not fill to the brim. A filled wine glass is 1/3 filled. This is proper etiquette. With these wine tips, you'll be flaunting yourself with high society soon. I wouldn't buy that out of
Grow up.
spite. So the person that had red on their napkin was eating the dark beef stew.
Ooh. I thought that was the toaster.
Yeah.
And then it had that on the end. I went, what?
What? It was actually really good. It was nice to see some familiar faces. They didn't go out until 3 a.m.
Where did you go?
I think she said it was a birthday, but it was a work people.
Oh, work people.
And she's a bit nervous because
Jesus.
she's been off for a while.
Ah,
Bit, nervous about it. And I'm glad it went all right.
I'm not.
You're
I
not.
don't give a shit.
Guests. Right. Could you stop being a bell piece for once? Guests. You're a twat. Victor, James, and Carol, and I'm guessing plus the 2 people that live there. Because where's Ronald's name then? Cousin cannot drink anything with alcohol. Right. Cousin, no alcohol. James is a lefty.
Demon!
Disgusting. Right. Your mum loves you. Happy birthday, my daughter.
But you can't actually open this card then, no?
No. So it's a female birthday. It's that time of year again. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jess. Thank you for all the support while I was in AA. Ronnie is a lucky man to have you. I hope you have a great year, Victor. So it sounds like Ronnie and Jess live here, but Ronnie's got a different address. So,
Why would you say Ronnie lives there?
well, Ronnie and Jess are a couple and Jess lives there. So maybe they don't live together. But it sounds like Ronnie and Jess are a couple. So Victor is AA. So I'm guessing who is the cousin.
He's Anus.
Ronnie and Jess. And Jess lives there, but Ronnie's got a different address. Yeah, the party finished at 11, but some of us ended up going into town and we went clubbing at an alternative rock club.
Yes.
Nice. To the most beautiful woman in the world.
Pathetic.
Blech. I think that's to... Oh, it is. See, Ronnie, why is he, Oh.
Somebody's trying to get into Ronnie's account now.
But also, Ronnie had a letter with a different address. A previous address, maybe? Support for people in the AA. What about the poor people in the RAC? I know, right? 608 High Crest Street. Maybe they've only just moved here then.
Hang on. Apartment 402.
Oh.
High Crest.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Live here. Dear Jessica, it's been a month since you came to visit me. Remember what we talked about? I think it's time you ended things with him. You've endured for too long and need to move on. Mom. So Ronnie is a bit of a Rupert by the sound of it.
Yeah.
That's a creepy picture. That's a lot of drawers.
Right. So have we established that this place is...
Apartment 402.
402.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't read that part, did I?
No, I didn't. So, Ronnie and Jess live there.
Yes.
There's nothing to say that anybody else does. Perhaps if we have another look at the calendar, now we know who some people are, because I didn't write it all down. So I don't know what CBA 50th anniversary special
Can't
is.
be asked.
Any party. Ronnie leaves for New Orleans. Appointment with Dr. Richardson. Have I got a Dr. Richardson written down? No. So Jessica's birthday.
Right, hang on then. We have locations, or we know where Ronnie was, if that's his wallet on the side,
Yeah.
based on the receipts left in his wallet. So, if he leaves for New Orleans...
He was away the 17th to the 23rd. And then the 24th, he bought wine and chocolates.
Right.
The parking was from February, so perhaps have a look at February. On Valentine's Day. Trip to LA. Oh, she was away. And he went and bought wine and... No, he went to Celine's kitchen while she was away. And somebody has got a receipt in their bag for Celine's kitchen.
That's a matchbook.
Oh yeah, matches, sorry.
So it's a matchbook with at least one taken out.
So whoever's that is...
And it
Was
also
with-
would be a smoker then. Because, or trying to quit at least,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you've got your patches in there. But
Yeah.
also, is that an ashtray?
I'm not sure.
Right, so
We need to figure out who sat in number 4 as well, by the way.
I would suggest.
And we need to find a lefty.
I would suggest that number 5 was a lefty and didn't turn up necessarily.
Oh, hi, Hoove. A saucer that
Yeah.
the lazy git uses an ashtray. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I missed the start, but does it say how the person died, what the cause was? That is part of it. It said they were at a dinner party and someone collapsed and died.
Yeah.
That was
so
about it, weren't
you
it?
don't know how, you don't know why, you don't know who.
We're going to find out how many people live in the apartment, who's Jessica's cousin, who sat in chair 4, who was killed, and who was the killer.
Right. Chair 4. Based on the yellow source, we can rule out people who had the red thing. So we could rule out the AA fella because that's supposed to have red wine in it.
Ah, yeah. Honk to you too. What's that?
It's the
Oh, yeah.
beef. And
Because I haven't seen anything else about allergies or anything.
no.
So, Victor is the cousin. James is the lefty, and then we've got Carol. So that person had the whiny stew.
But also a manky cup of tea.
So look at the cutlery, which way round it is. They've all got forks in the left hand.
Yeah, I'd say that was a right-handed person
Yeah.
if they ate properly.
Yeah. What are the other ones? Yeah. Well, the fork's on the floor, but yeah. What about the next one? So number 5 is a lefty. They had one as well. So what number was that?
4.
4. And what's the top left one? Is that 1?
Yeah.
1 and 4 had wine stew.
Wine stew.
So are we saying that number 5 is the lefty?
I would suggest, because of the way the table is
5,
laid, but that would
lefty.
also suggest they weren't here.
James.
Because there's no drink poured,
Yeah,
nothing's been touched, and the seat is in.
that's true. But then they're still on the guest list. James. I'll put not here and the question mark.
Right, so we're trying to say who was in number 4, did you say?
Yeah.
Right, how many bottles of wine are here? Reason why I say that is
Hang on a
because...
sec. That's odd because I'd assume the mug was for the cousin, but their plate has the red
Yeah,
sauce.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I was saying about number... Oh. What's in that glass?
That looks like white wine, doesn't it?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But
what
they've
wine
got
is...
the white stew.
Yeah. That don't mean nothing. I mean, you know.
Oh, hang on. Go back. Which one was that?
What?
The one you were just looking at with the white wine?
4?
And then look at their napkin.
It's got red on it.
Huh.
Yeah.
But they've had the white stew. And they've got different drink in their glass. That doesn't quite add up, does it? A
No.
white dinner with a red gob mop.
Unless they are greedy bastard and that is a different plate of dinner than they had the first time because I wanted to try both dinners and that they had a glass of red wine before the white wine, hence why it looks slightly red.
Maybe.
I'm making things up now. I like this game because when you first walk into somewhere like this, like we have done now, you feel like, how can you possibly answer these questions?
Yeah.
But yeah, like we say about this, the alky, or not.
Yeah, but that one has got the wine stew on his plate, the wine stew on his napkin, and just a different drink. So I don't think that is the alcoholic cousin.
Okay. So, something intriguing.
Mm.
Might be thinking too much into it, but that glass is on the left-hand side.
Mm.
Do left-handed people necessarily eat left-handed?
I don't know because
Because I eat left-handed. I eat with the shoveling hand is my strong hand, the right hand.
yeah, same. And apparently that's the wrong
It
way
is the
around.
wrong way around.
So I don't know.
But
I think the number 5 is the lefty because the cutlery is set differently. And there's a note saying that so-and-so's a lefty, so they would set it up. I'm right-handed, eat like I'm left-handed because I'm a weirdo. Yeah.
shovel it in quicker if you use your strong hand, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I think they've set the place for the lefty as 5.
Yes. I would
See, Gav gets
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Well, so they drink but had the other stew.
Crafty's right-handed, but always has drink on her left. I think the one opposite this one is the
That one.
alcoholic because he's got the white stew and he's got a different drink. I know he's got red on his napkin, but which is a bit weird. The more I look at this, the more confused I get. Yeah.
Because this is the same level as a demo, but it's not the same at all, is it?
Yeah. I'm glad it's not the same.
Oh, yeah. I feel like we're missing something. We've barely got any other information.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much to read. I remember in the demo there was a lot more to read. And why are they full on the side? Haven't they yet any?
Oh, they're doing the American thing where they feed the 5,000 but only eat a bite. Anything in the buying? Oh, I didn't mean that. I meant to do flashlight. Is it L? Yes.
Can you click on any of the other wine bottles?
No, I'm just seeing what's open. See, look, the only other 2 wine bottles... Hang on. Are they the same colour? Is it the light? These 2 Da Vinci wines are the same.
I think so, yeah.
So are we assuming that those are red wine? Do we know this?
Um,
Would it say on that receipt? Reason why I'm saying that is because the other 2 bottles, be it champagne or white wine, whatever it is, aren't opened.
yeah.
So, what was the other fella's drinking then?
Maybe from that cup of tea thing.
Yeah, because you got that, but you've also got that.
Maybe the other one is like sparkling juice drink type thing. a non-alcoholic thing. Have a look in his wallet and see if you can see anything on the receipt. Because there's a receipt for wine.
Crawley.
It's pretty weird they made that much to feed 5 people, especially when the white sauce one was only for one of them. Yeah, it's weird.
What are we looking for? Sorry.
There was a receipt for wine and chocolate. Da
Box
Vinci
of Da
wine.
Vinci wine.
It still doesn't say whether it's red.
Well, we already think Shithouse is playing away.
Yeah.
Keep pressing escape. Right, so if he's gone to an abortion clinic, then he's already going behind somebody's back or something because he wants them to make a decision.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Don't know if that's got any relevance whatsoever
Horston.
as yet. And you don't have a lawyer generally, especially in this country, unless you're about to do something or going through something.
Yeah. Nothing else on there you can.
I don't think there's nothing in there. And that's from West Pike Auto.
What's in the top left?
Hangberg Drive.
I like that tag player. Have another look at the calendar, see if there's anything. So Jessica's birthday is the day that he was buying wine and chocolate. So maybe that's today. Or the next month. Victor. So who's Victor? Oh, the cousin. Victor is visiting. Concert starts. Brunch with Victor. Dinner with Gabby. Call Gerald. Call the bank. Not sure that any of that is relevant or not. Doctor's appointment. Trip to LA. Yeah, she... Hang on. So Jess is away. What dates?
11th
11th.
of Feb to the 17th.
Mum's birthday. Ronnie day off. Don't know if that'll be. It feels like we haven't got enough information to decide, doesn't it? Maybe we're just not very good at it. Can you actually type a password in there? Or is it that's it?
I think that's it. I don't think you can actually manipulate anything.
So how long do we wait until we have a look at the thing to see if we found all the clues?
Yes.
That's the thing, isn't it? Thought you found something then. That just said clue found. We've already read that. So the mum doesn't like Ronald. Can you go elsewhere? Can you go anywhere else in the apartment? I know the other rooms were locked in the demo version. I think you tried all them, haven't you?
Inaccessibly.
No.
No. I take it there's nothing going on outside as before.
No. So, right, at this party we've got Jess, whose birthday it is. Ronnie, who's her partner. And then Victor, who's the alcoholic cousin. James, who's a lefty. And
Oh,
Carol. What have you just found? Celine's kitchen.
salines, French, frogs and snails, and
Right.
baguette.
Celine's kitchen, French. Located on a historical street, this restaurant capitalises on the rustic architecture to provide its customers an escape from the hustle and bustle of New York downtown. Tables are decorated with lace and artful candles. You'd set fire to that lace, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Food is provided from the country of love itself. The wines they serve are all collection worthy, and the music are all the greatest love song hits from around the world. Average $60. Right, so 99 Funnel Road. And then the phone is 212-319. That's not helpful.
Sorry, Roop.
I'm trying to write the frigging number down.
We already got the number. It's on the bloody receipt.
4373.
Mongrel.
Anything else in there? Probably not, but
Well, I didn't find that the first time.
that picture's weird. It's creeping me out. So he's going to a lovey-dovey restaurant with someone
some
that is
bugger
not
else.
his missus. So do we think that might be Carol?
Well, we've already found that whoever was sat here had lipstick on, but it wasn't non-smear lipstick.
So if he's playing away with someone at Celine's kitchen who's got the matches from in their bag, whoever's bag that is the one that he's porking.
Yes.
So that says to me that the one that's died is Jess.
And Jess is the
Lives there.
lives there. It's her
Isn't
birthday.
it? Yeah.
Well, how did she die?
I
Have we got to answer that question?
How many live there? Who's Jessica's cousin? Who's in chair 4? Who's killed? And who is the killer?
Well, I still haven't got a how?
Don't know.
I would suggest internal bleeding,
Yeah. From something she's ate or drunk.
but
But I think that is Jess because whoever, as I say, whoever he's porking, it's their bag. So he must be porking Carol because her lipstick is water resistant. So the lipstick on the glass isn't hers. And the only other woman is Jess. So I think Jess was killed. And what seat is that? 3?
yes.
I think Jess is killed. So 3 is Jess. So we said 5 is the lefty who's James. And then, so in the other 3, we need to figure out for definite which one the alcoholic cousin is sitting in. which is not going to be 2 because it's got a glass of wine. I
Mm.
don't think it's going to be 1 because they've had the red wine stew. But then why has the one in 4 got red wine on their napkin? Unless it's not theirs or something, but that seems a bit odd, doesn't it?
Mm.
So I'm going to say Victor, who's the cousin, is in 4. So in 1 and 2, which is the two the other side of the table, 1 is Ronnie, her partner, and 1 is Carol,
Why?
because they're the only 2 that's left that we haven't found a seat for.
Well, I would suggest then that your partner sits close to you.
Yeah, it would be odd for her partner to be up the
Over
other
here.
end of the
Yeah,
table,
yeah.
yeah. But then it almost doesn't matter who sits where with them. It's number 4, which is opposite 2, which is the one we've got to decide. But I don't know who killed her. And I don't know how she's died.
Yeah. 3 doesn't have a napkin.
Oh, maybe that's it then. But there's nothing anywhere to say that she can't have alcohol or anything, or... Oh, Craft said, is it odd 3 doesn't have a napkin?
Mm.
Yeah.
So how do we see about what things we've got?
Documents? Oh, no. I can't remember what button it was, but there was a button that brought it up on...
medicine bottle.
Huh?
Where did we get that from?
I don't remember seeing a medicine bottle. What? Where the hell was that?
I didn't pick that up, did I?
No? I think we'd remember that. The police have found this bottle at the scene of the crime and it's confirmed that the cause of death was the contents in this bottle. We definitely would have remembered that. Bleeding hell. Severe liver damage may occur if you take more than 4,000 milligrams of Spazax, really? In 24 hours. With other drugs containing Spazax with alcohol, do not take more than 7,000 milligrams at any given time. Stop use and ask a doctor if pain gets worse or lasts more than 10 days. New symptoms occur. Internal bleeding occurs. May cause vomiting. May cause internal bleeding. May cause dizziness. So that mixed with alcohol is what killed her. So did we pick that up and not realise, or was that already there at the start?
I don't remember picking that up.
That looks like you had that from the start of the exam if the police have already analysed it. That's true. So you need to figure out what button it is to press to get the clues to come up on the side. Oh, I saw clue list on there. Right, 1 out of 1, 8 out of 8, 4 out of 4, 2 out of 2, 5 out of 5. So yeah, we found one. That's good. Right, so someone poisoned her drink. Bleeding hell, man. That's really irritating. So can we have another look at that? See if there's a name on it or anything.
No.
I will draw a dick on your arm if you don't. There's there. So there's no name on it, so we don't know whose it is. Maybe they are her pills.
Doctor's
'Cause she's-
appointment.
Yeah, there was another doctor's appointment in April. So maybe they are her pills,
Lord.
but she's not supposed to take them with alcohol. So I don't know. You think, well, has she had her tablets and then drunk alcohol by mistake? Has someone put tablets in her drink, like spiked it?
I would imagine so, yes.
But who?
Whom?
Well, I think it's going to be either her partner or his bit on the side. Why would his cousin kill her? Or another friend? The cousin was the one that sent a card saying thanks for your help and everything. I don't think the cousin would kill her. And if we
So
say,
let's answer what we can answer then. How many people live in this
2.
apartment?
I think Victor. I think Victor for in chair 4 is the alcoholic one. I don't know. You need to put an R. And Jess. And well, the husband's a bit of a bumhole who's playing away, and he's got a card.
What does
for
that mean?
What?
Alphanumeric input is half width.
No idea. He's a bit of a bumhole and playing away.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the cousin knew
Somebody-
about the problems they were having either. As he said, the guy was lucky to have it, yeah.
Yeah. So the husband having an abortion card. Not sure that would be from his partner, so I'm thinking he's probably got his bit on the side pregnant. Maybe.
Ooh. Interesting. Didn't
But
think
he's
of it
also
like
got
that.
an attorney. So is he thinking divorce?
Is he married?
Dunno. Go and have a look in.
Does that say on his
Go and have a look in the
I think this
corner.
might be dying or something because I keep pressing keys and it's not happening anymore.
The opposite corner.
What are you looking for?
Opposite
Sorry.
corner of
what?
the room.
What are you looking
The
for?
letter from her mum. Go to the opposite
God's
corner.
sake.
Yeah, I'm telling
I
you where
asked
to go.
you what you wanted.
Grayson. And his name is Ronnie Grayson.
What are you on about now?
So they're married. So he might be having a divorce lawyer card in his wallet. What if she didn't want to get rid of the baby, so he got rid of her? Maybe the wife is pregnant, and he wanted her to have an abortion, and she
run after
won't.
the other woman.
Yeah, but she won't. So he's going to divorce her or something. Either way, he's an arsehole, isn't he?
Oh yeah, but he didn't necessarily kill her.
Yeah.
There's potential motive,
Yeah.
but no more motive than her. The other one saying, well, the only way he'll be with me is if I kill her off.
Yeah.
Or something like
So
that.
it could be either, couldn't it? I don't think it would be the cousin or the lefty bloke who looks like he didn't show up.
Mm.
But then, if the bit on the side is sitting in the seat furthest away on the right, would she have been able to
Drop the pills
drop the
in.
pill in the drink? If we're thinking that the husband is sat next to her, because would the bit on the side be serving up glasses of wine? It's more likely to be someone that lives there serving up glasses of wine.
That's true.
That is a tough one.
I suggested it would be your man.
I think it would be the husband.
Because if you're the host of a party, regardless of if it's your birthday or not, you'd be helping out in here. So you'd either be one of you would be dishing up the dinner, one of you would probably just be pouring drinks for fun.
Yeah. A guest at a party
Wouldn't be helping
wouldn't
themselves
necessarily, because there isn't a glass of wine on the table, is there? If
Bottle of wine.
the bottle, sorry. No. If the bottle was on the table, they would help themselves.
Yes.
They wouldn't necessarily. I mean, I would if I was around my friend's house, but you wouldn't necessarily go in the kitchen and help yourself if it's a fancy pants dinner party. But then, us being us, we would plonk the bottles on the table. I would have a bigger table and I would plonk the things of food on the table so everyone can help themselves. But they're obviously doing we're serving people type meal. So I don't think that the bit on the side would be serving other people drinks.
So,
Ronnie?
are we happy with that?
I think so. It won't be right. I hope we've still got it on the mode that tells you which ones you got wrong.
Yes?
Yeah.
No.
No. Ooh. So it's not Victor in chair 4. So where's he sitting? Maybe he's the one up the end with a cup of tea then. But then he had red wine. But then, does that... If you cook red wine, doesn't it get rid of the alcohol?
I don't know. But if I knew that, I would not give that somebody who knows an alcoholic.
An alcoholic?
No, you wouldn't know, would you?
No.
Even if that was the case.
No. So... And it wasn't Ronnie that was the killer.
Which case file would you like to tackle? Voting scenario.
Well, it's one of two with the killer then.
Good luck.
Well, I think it's Carol that's the killer then. Right, so when you can, go back to the table. So if Victor is not in seat 4, then we'll have to work out who is sitting where. He's just gone past it.
Hello?
Oh. You're making us sick. Right, so I'm still saying that the lefty is in seat 5 and he didn't turn up. And we're still saying that Jess was sat in 3. So if 4 is not Victor, then Victor must be the one at the top that has got a cup of tea. So Victor is in 1. So 2 and 4 are Ronnie and Carol. But as for which one's which, I don't know.
I don't know how you're supposed to know this.
No, to be honest, I don't know why they'd serve food with wine in it around a former alcoholic. Just make something else. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a curry or something.
Wine soup.
So, the only thing on 2 and 4 that we can actually click on is the fact that number 4 has got the white stew, white wine and red on their napkin.
Yes. Number 4 has red napkin, white food.
So that says that it's not their napkin.
White food. They didn't wipe the mouth.
Yeah.
Must have wiped on the curtains.
So that says to me that that napkin isn't theirs. But why would they have the victim's napkin? And if that's not their napkin, where is their napkin? And maybe they're sharing a napkin. And if I had to share a napkin, I'd probably only share it with you rather than everybody else. If there wasn't enough I'd say, well, me and you can share
Yeah,
one,
but literally
you know?
somebody didn't turn up.
Yeah, there's one there. Is there anything on the floor that we've missed?
No, because we've
Oh,
got
no, we've
all
got all
the
the clues, haven't we?
clues.
Because I don't want to just put, right, well, we'll try husband in seat 4. You know, I don't want to just keep guessing. I want to
Right, so
actually
seat
figure it
4
out.
is wrong.
Yeah, and the killer is
Killer
wrong.
is-
Sorry. I think Carol is the killer because she's the only other one that's actually got a motive.
Yeah, but we still don't know why for sure.
Oh, maybe
Here we go.
Carol is in seat 4 because she's got a different drink and she might be pregnant.
Ooh!
Maybe. Because the whole abortion thing, maybe he wants her to have an abortion and she doesn't. So maybe that's why she's got a different drink.
But why would they give you the napkin to look at?
I don't know.
But that is a good point.
But maybe it's the victim's napkin and it's just moved over there. I don't know. I know that's a bit of a lame.
Yeah, alright then. But where was the alcoholic sitting then?
The one with a cup of tea. Well, that's what I think because they weren't sat in 4. And that's the only other one that's got a different drink. Because I think 5 is the lefty and they haven't turned up. Yeah, I didn't notice before, but the only one with red sauce on their plate is the one with the mug. Maybe the red sauce one isn't the wine one. Maybe the white one is the white wine one or something. Oh no, it was dry red wine, wasn't it?
I'm sure it was red.
Beef stew.
Dry red wine.
Yeah, so we want to know what's in the other pot, really. I mean, that white one is not a red wine stew, obviously.
Pissing out.
Have a look at the list of clues again.
And get somewhere where we can actually read it. What's going on here?
Oh, there you go. Right. Case file menu, medicine bottle. For fuck's sake. Right, Ronnie's ID, abortion clinic business card, valet parking receipt, envelope to Ronnie, nicotine patch, matchbook, lipstick, calendar.
Why is the nicotine patch an evidence?
Yeah.
The matchbook is because
Yeah.
it shows you where somebody has been in relation to somebody else. Here.
Maybe she's trying to stop smoking because she's preggers. Mug. Right, dining table. A mug. Seat 5's dinner set. Wine glasses. And body outline. So seat 5's dinner set is a clue. So that's the lefty. The mug is a clue. So that's obviously the
Wine
alcoholic.
glasses 3 out of 3. We can interact
An
with
empty
3.
one.
You can interact with 3 glasses then.
Maybe it's just that you've been there and seen them. Maybe.
Looks like it then. Because there is only 3.
Two post-it notes, yeah. Da Vinci wine bottle. Envelope to Jessica. Letter to Jessica. Birthday gifts. Birthday card to Jessica. And the New York restaurant guide. So there's nothing that we've found but not read. That's what I was... Yeah, I think number 4 is the bit on the side who is pregnant. He wants her to have an abortion. Or maybe he's got it as a just in case. But that's why she's trying to quit smoking.
So chair 4 is Carol.
Carol.
Is that how you
Yeah.
spells?
Yeah, I think that's her.
And the killer is Carol.
Yeah, because it's not the husband. I don't like doing it process of elimination, but maybe it's just water in that glass. Maybe.
Hmm.
Oh, piss off! That's annoying me now because we're just taking too many times to guess. So the one that sat in that is her husband, but
Voting complete.
just because there's no one else it can be. But I don't know why. So we've got to figure out why Carol is sat to the right of the victim in number 2. That's Carol
Carol.
with red wine. Which totally... Maybe it's just because 3's glass is that size, so she's closer to it, so she can put the pills in it. So why is 4 the husband's seat? I don't know. Well, Carol was the killer then, so now I just need to know where she sat. She must have been opposite in number 2. But I don't know why. This is exactly what we did last time, weren't it? So why is the husband in 4 and Carol's opposite and is the killer? And if she's pregnant, why she got red wine but she's given up smoking? Or maybe the smoking thing is irrelevant and it's just... But it's a clue. And why is number 4 the husband? And why has he got a different drink? Don't know. This is the same as the last time we played this. We'd got it all figured out and it all made sense. But then when it was the real answer, we couldn't quite figure it out, could we? Irritating. Why has the husband got a different drink?
I was going to say because all of the red wine is poisoned. The reason why I say that is because fucking hell is because that glass is a third full.
Oh, it's not been touched.
Yes.
Oh, so they poisoned the bottle
Yeah.
and he told her...
Because he brought the fucking wine.
No, but Carol's the killer.
Yeah, I know. But they brought it with them.
Ah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was brought into the apartment.
Yeah.
So I don't think...
So she knows not to drink it.
Yeah. I reckon they're both in on it. Like.
Oh, yeah.
So... Yeah.
But perhaps she brought the wine with her then and knew not to drink it and gave him something else.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
But it obviously wasn't cooked with.
No. Well, the recipe said
there's
dry.
2 bottles missing.
Yeah, the recipe said dry red wine. So, mate, is that not dry red wine then? I've got no friggin' idea.
Yeah, but you ain't got that information. Have you?
No. I don't think we're ever going to do any of these and get them right first time, ever. Yeah, that makes sense. That Carol's the killer.
She poisoned the entire bottle of wine.
And she knew not to drink it.
And she knew not to drink.
And she told him to have white wine. And... oh, mate, he's got a cup of tea. She would know which wine he drinks if they were out at that fancy place. That's true. Yeah. So Ronnie in seat 4. Ronald. You put a capital A in by
That's
mistake.
how?
I don't know.
Halfway through the word.
Weird.
Is that it?
Yeah. Do you think the whole idea of this is to get it wrong and then try 3 times to then figure it out?
Which case file would you like to
I
tackle?
think there's one more in the 4th floor. I've got to have a Waz.
Celebration.
Rub my ear on a bit. I've got to glue that, see if I can get it to stay in. It's a bit irritating, isn't it? Because I don't think we're ever going to get them right first time. But is that the point?
Rather annoying, yes.
Loading scenario. Loading complete. Good luck.
I had a lovely way.
There's reading in this one.
Oh! I'm chilly. Is you in shorts and t-shirt? I'm cold. I wish it told you how the case went after you get it. Because it doesn't tell you anything about the investigation's outcome or how they reached the conclusion to what happened. Yeah. It's a bit... tangled. Right, a group of teenagers were brought in for questioning regarding a murder that took place at a party held at apartment 403. Some of their stories did not match up and no one has admitted to anything. By carefully examining the details of the scene and reading their statements, can you piece together what happened at the party? Probably not. Is there any sound on the game? Oh, I was going to say, thought I broke my headphones.
Novels.
Right.
The dartboard's too low.
That is exactly the same apartment, but without the table in it. Feels a bit bare bones. Yeah. It is new though, to be fair. It is good, but it makes us feel a bit thick, doesn't it? Right, at least there's no items we're missing. Right, hang on then. Who died?
Who was the second last to arrive?
Yeah.
Who is the owner of the blue sports bag?
Yeah.
Who is the killer?
Oh, there's going to be so much to read, isn't there? So there's a murder and no one's admitting it. Okay, next one. Interviewer suspect 01. Christy. Hello, Mrs. Carter. Can you please answer my question? Oh, Ms. Carter. Can you please answer my question? Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question again? Did you go see Brian on the 31st of May? No. Did you have any physical contact with him at all during this week? No. When was the last time you met or spoke with Brian? Maybe a week and a half ago? Are you aware that Mr. Brian Olsen is dead? What? Are you sure? He was killed last night in his apartment. Where were you on the night of the 31st of May? I was at home. Right, so Christy.
He's lying.
So who's dead? Brian
Olsen.
Brian Olsen. Well, that's one of the questions. 31st of May.
Her name is Christy Carter. For the record.
So is there anything else that we need to... Well, we could perhaps come back and read these again.
Yes.
Oh, Jack. So you're also in the band? Yes, play the bass. I also play guitar, but I usually end up playing the bass. How would you describe your relationship with Brian? Brian? Honestly, he's more of Eric's friend than mine. Eric and I have known each other since elementary and have been tight since. Eric introduced me to Brian in high school and we started playing together. Can you go over your accounts of the incident? I was working for most of the day. I eventually left and headed to Brian's place. I bumped into Grace at the lobby and we both went up together. Right, so Brian and Grace together. No. Jack, sorry. Jack and Grace arrived together.
Arrived at 6:45.
Right. Yeah, it's a great game. Just wish it was a bit more informative. Yeah, I think he's expecting too much of us, to be honest. What time did you arrive? Maybe around 6:45. Do you recall seeing anyone right before entering the apartment? No. I mean, other than the guy at the front desk, all of us had something to drink, so some things might be unclear. I do remember Grace being pretty obnoxious the whole night. After I finished my drink, I left the apartment. Why did you leave? As I mentioned to the other officer, Brian was smoking heavily and I can't stand the smell. Where did you go? I went back home. Was anybody with you at the time who could corroborate your story? No, not even the man at the front desk. Look, this is getting annoying. I didn't do anything wrong. You got nothing on me. Just let me go. Right, hang on there. So Jack went home. What time? After you finish your drink.
You just finished a drink by the look of it. So 6:46 p.m.
Jack left early. I'll just write that. Right, next one. Lisa. Yes, I am one of the tenants of the apartment. So, this apartment. So she lives here.
So she might have already been here.
Lisa lives here. Yes, I'm one of the tenants of the apartment. How close are you with your brother? Close enough. I mean, we don't talk about deep things or anything. He mostly keeps to himself. Are you aware of the allegations towards him? Huh, what allegations? So, brother's allegations. That's going to be something, isn't it? But we don't know who her brother is. Okay, let's change the topic. Out of all the attendees, has any of them shown any violent behaviours or tendencies? Violent? Not really. Well, actually, Andrew has been suspended a few times getting into fights. So I'll do like Andrew fights. Can you recall the last time we got into a fight? Last week, actually, he and this other guy were fighting over a girl. Wait, you guys don't actually think he did it, right? Do you usually lock the door for your room? Yes, I like to keep my room private. Brian sometimes has friends over, so I lock it any time I have to head out. So Brian lives there as well. I don't know if that was a given. You said you lost your key. I was coming back from a friend's house and I must have accidentally left it there. What time did you leave your friend's house? About 6:30. How did you get into the apartment? Well, it was already open. Most of them were already inside. Brian must have let them in. What time did you arrive? Around 7. Do you keep a spare key? Yeah, we keep a spare key on the kitchen wall, but it was missing. Wall, spare key missing. I checked as soon as I came back, but it was already gone. So how did you get into your room? Brian used his key set to let me in. Do you often have parties at your apartment? Yes, mostly for special occasions, but sometimes just to hang out on the weekend. Is there often alcohol involved? Yes. Andrew usually buys the drinks for us. Could you repeat what you told us? I was asleep. I woke up. It was dark. I went to the restroom, and that's when I saw him lying there in his room. I didn't know what to do. And then what happened? I panicked and screamed. Moments later, Andrew came running by, gave me a panic attack. Do you have any suspicion of who his murderer could be? I don't know. I don't understand how this could happen. We're all really good friends. So Andrew was still there later on. Andrew. Can you please account when you and the others arrived at the apartment? Well, I arrived at the apartment around the same time as Lisa, and everybody was there. So Lisa... But she didn't mention getting there when Andrew got there, did she?
No.
What happened after? I don't know, man. I thought you have all the answers. It's after midnight. I'm tired as hell. I've got to go soon. What happened after? I was in the toilet puking for quite a bit, and then I woke up Eric. So Eric is still there. And where was Jack during this time? I don't know. None of us saw him for the rest of the night. You were the one who brought the drinks to the party, correct? Yes. You're not old enough to drink. How did you purchase them? Did you contaminate the drinks in any capacity? What? Of course I didn't contaminate the drinks. You do know that underage drinking or purchase of alcohol is a misdemeanor. Really? That's all you got? Thought you guys were trying to solve a murder. Get serious. This is a complete waste of time. None of my friends did what you're suggesting.
He seems a bit of a dodgy son, the way
Yeah.
he's stuttering.
Grace, can you elaborate more on your relationship with Brian? I already told you he and I have been dating about a year. So Grace, dating Brian. Can you please tell me your accounts of the evening? Look, Christy is 100% guilty here. That lying bitch has been trying to get in between Brian and I ever since we got together. She can't stomach that he chose me and not her. I'm telling you, that girl is a batshit psycho. Please calm down, Miss Burns. Don't tell me to calm down. That girl should be behind bars. I'm going to put blames Christy. Please just answer the question. Fine. I arrived at the apartment at the same time as Jack. We got out of the elevator just in time to see Christy leave the apartment and run off. We haven't spoke to Christy yet, I don't think.
She was the first one?
I've got Jack as the first one.
No.
And then Lisa.
The first interview?
Yeah. Well, I didn't write anything anyway.
I sworn it was Christy.
I didn't write anything anyway. Because Lisa is the roommate. Fine. I arrived at the apartment at the same time as Jack. We got out of the elevator just in time to see Christy leave the apartment and run off. Christy left at 7 when they arrived. Why the hell was she even there? Does she not even... Miss Burns, please focus. Are you sure you saw Miss Carter leave the apartment? Oh, 100%. She's the only girl in this world that has dyed green hair and braids her hair like that. Please continue. After Andrew came with drinks, we all started to play a drinking game. This went on for most of the night and I eventually knocked out. Can you recall if anyone passed out before you did? I'm sorry I can't. I completely blacked out. I guess I must have drank a bit too much because the cops arrived already by the time I woke up. Right, Eric. Can you please count when you and the others arrived at the apartment? I know I was the fourth to arrive. So, Eric. Fourth after Brian, Grace and Jack. I must have missed something because Grace's attitude was off the entire time. Maybe Grace and Brian had a fight. I have no idea. I was super glad when Lisa arrived. She always livens the mood. So he says she arrived at 7 as well. I think Andrew was the last to come. He was always late for everything. Last to arrive. Were you drinking that night? We all were. Grace usually doesn't drink that much, but that night she was chugging as if there was no tomorrow. Anything to note of that night? I'm not sure how drunk I was, but I do remember Jack and Brian were arguing for a bit. Things got pretty heated, but Brian eventually got up and locked himself in his room. You were the one that called 911, correct? Yes. It says here on the report you discovered the body and called law enforcement after 2 hours. Why did it take you so long for you to call law enforcement? Oh yeah, Christy says she wasn't there and hadn't seen him for over a week. That was it. We'll go back and read that one again. Because Andrew was completely against it. And why was he against calling the authorities? Something about underage drinking, him getting in more trouble than the rest of us. I see. Look, I know he's a little dumb at times, but trust me, he didn't do this. Error, Mike stopped working. What part of I don't remember much do you not understand? Please calm down. If you want to clarify certain details, please tell us again. Like I said, I was drinking heavily that night. I must have passed out because the next moment I remember was Andrew waking me up by pouring water on my face. Lisa tells me you had a pretty big argument with Brian last week. Want to tell me about that? Seriously, you guys are reaching. He was on my case about interrupting rehearsals with my mistakes. I've been busy recently, so I haven't had much time to practice. But come on, there's no way I'll kill him over something like that. I have my pride as a musician. As a musician, I was going to show him up with my performance. Can you go back to Christy then, please? Yeah, you are right. So Christy said she hadn't seen him. So I think she's lying. Should we see what else is in the apartment then? I bet there'll be nothing to look at and it's just all from them. Nice clean hob. Oh, Lisa's cup. Okay. Bit random. How to survive on your own. Grace's cup
is empty.
Was the other one not empty?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know why it was showing us at that time, though, to be fair. Oh, he's got some blue shit in it. Whatever that is.
Oh, Pizza, you dirty bastards.
That's the shit.
Right, Brian.
Brienne has got green shit. Don't come here with your logic. It's
I
blue.
assume that's water.
Blue alcohol.
It's blue liquid. Jack has got green. Can you
There's
look
a
at
lot
that
of
other
beer
cup?
here, is that? What?
Can you look at the other cup, the other side of the pizza?
This
Or-
one?
That that one. We've already looked at it. Oh, sorry.
Grease.
Grease. Must be wicked.
Put a pick up then. That cup again. Ah shit! I'm going in there. Ah shit! Ah shit! Broke it. Ah fuck.
Fizzy pop.
Super duper mega giga fizzy pop. Sounds awesome.
Ooh. We've got to figure out whose that is. Who's the owner of that?
Well, it's got drumsticks. Somebody has been sticking down their piss hole. Drumsticks.
And a tennis racket.
Tennis raquette. And also a folder. Which we have not yet read.
Down by
I
you.
can't get it.
Wait, I can't. TV's going to turn off. We're looking for the remote.
Lump.
Right. Is that in the bag as well?
Yes.
Grease on the elbow. Yeah. Can you press R to read it? Hey, I know we've become better friends than we have been. I just feel like I owe it to myself to get this out. Christy, I do have feelings for you, and I'm really nervous to tell you this. And by this, I'm not asking you to return these feelings, nor am I asking you to be anything more than you have been to. So the drummer fancies Kirsty.
Christy.
She's going to be Kirsty now, though, isn't she? Dear Mr. and Mrs. Carter, welcome to Nobles 2003 Summer School. Your student schedule for the Nobles Public High School 2003 Summer Academic Programme can be found in your NPS portal account. The schedule includes the course number, name and teacher assignment. Once students have been picked up in their summer school package and submitted their summer pass form with school security, they'll be ready to start. This programme offers students the option of earning credits and beginning the school year in line to graduate with their class. Enclosed are a summer school course list and a registration form, student contract that should be read and signed by the student and parent or guardian. Summer school starts on Tuesday, June the 3rd. School. So who is it? Someone Carter.
That's Christy's second name.
June 3rd. I've lost where I'm up to. And
Summer school.
ends after classes on Friday, August the 1st. Any student who plans to attend must be present from the first day. The registration, student contract form and a cheque for the full tuition of $225 per course are due on or before the first class. These courses will be offered only if enrolment is sufficient. Please note that your student's summer school grade does not replace any failing grade earned during the regular school year. The summer school course allows your student to earn credit to meet specific graduation requirements. Please review the general information enclosed in this letter, and we look forward to a successful summer experience.
So that's Christie's parent. I would suggest the name way. Oh shit! What the fuck is that?
Inhalers, isn't it?
Is that an EpiPen? The right hand side stuff.
Right hand side. Isn't that one of
The
the
left hand side.
Oh.
Sorry.
adrenaline?
Adrenny pennies.
Whose bag? Is that in the same bag as the
That
letter?
is Christie's bag, I imagine. Being as it's got her parents'
Inhaler.
name.
And I'll put EpiPen and we know what we mean.
Yeah.
So the blue...
So what's bothering me most of all is the dartboard's too low. And that's it.
We need to know who the owner of that blue sports bag was. The drummer.
I know.
Just saying. Anything else you can click on down there?
Well, there's 3 darts there. There's one in the board and there's one on the side. Where's the other one?
Up your ass.
I didn't click on that though, did I? You fucking dick.
So pleasant.
Oh,
Whose cup is
we had
that?
Eric was drinking piss, it would seem.
Is that the same green as the...
No, it's
Oh,
on the floor.
Bill.
A bitten pizza and somebody doesn't eat crusts. What is it with these people? Look at this!
Bunch of vagines.
Pissing out.
Andrew, empty. We haven't found a cup with Christie on it yet.
Because she was the one who was killed.
And they just thought she was Brian.
Yeah. Would I make a good detective?
Oh,
What
yeah.
they playing?
They've got an N64 and a PS1.
What?
Bastards. Dragons of Haven. Honor and Duty something.
Nope. Oh, fucking hell.
Can you open the last one as well? Yeah. Right,
Anyway.
so that's Brian's bedroom then, because he dated.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a key. So is that his spare key? Hang on. On one of the things
Wow.
it says the wall spare key was missing.
That looks like a car key, though.
Does it? Yeah.
A cark. Yo!
Oh, that bullet casing.
Bullet casing, 9mm Wilder.
It's been shot. Can everyone stop getting shot?
So, I would suggest Brian is a guitarist.
Yeah. Right. Notice of suspension, Brian Olsen. Any student found in the building while on suspension is subject to arrest and prosecution for trespassing. This suspension resulted from the following violations of the School District of Queens Code of Student Conduct. Disruptive behaviour, sexual harassment. That's rude. On May 26, 2003, a student reported that Brian Olsen had sexually assaulted her. These are serious allegations, so the school contact law enforcement and an investigation will be conducted. We ask that all parties involved keep this to themselves until the investigation has concluded. The parents of both parties have been notified. Notice to parent guardian, a conference has been scheduled for the purpose of reinstatement and or recommendation of the student for further disciplinary action. The student must return to school with the parent guardian listed on the school computer network. This is not convenient. The parent should call the school. Well, who's he been fingering? Dirty bastard.
I have a theory.
Is it as hot as your pants?
Yes.
There's keys. Front door. Spare keys.
Spare keys.
Brian's room.
Up Brian's arse.
They probably have been up his arse, dirty little fucker.
Gun case or drill box?
Looks more like a drill box to me. That's a guitar stand. So, guitar. So I don't think that blue bag is his then.
There's another guitar case there.
Yeah, he's got to be guitarist, hasn't he? Application form. Dead Ironclad Killers. Brian. Band members. Right, so we have the band. Who is Brian? Who else?
Eric.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah.
And Jack.
And Jack. So Brian is guitar. Someone else said about guitarist in the that I haven't written down. List all instruments and equipment you'll be bringing. You must include your application, a deposit, signatures, music sheets, a CD or tape. Yeah, I can't read all that. Ooh. Grad party. As you all know, a few of us are going to be graduating. We're going to have a grad party at our place, 7 on Saturday. So Vader is Brian by the look of it. Jester, let's go. I'm bringing drinks, so that's Andrew. Why can't we all just go to the arcade? Arcade, really? I don't understand how you enjoy that boring
I'm
place.
going to belt whoever that is.
And what? Chugging a whole bottle of Cordia Light is fun for you? I think arcade is fine. Chill guys, already made the preparations. I just want us to enjoy our last time as high schoolers together. Someone needs to watch over Eric, make sure he doesn't drink so much. Party pooper.
So Eric is strikers then.
Yeah. You barfed all over the couch, you boozer. It took me a week to get rid of the smell.
Whoa.
Okay, geez, be more careful next time. Great, we'll see each other this coming Saturday then. If you have questions or concerns, message in this group chat. What time are we gathering again? Scroll up, you idiot, who already mentioned the time. Right, I think we need to make a note of who's who. We might be able to put together who's
Right, when was the party again?
31st of May.
Just checking.
Anyway,
Sorry,
go
what was you saying? Sorry. What?
figure out who's who.
Right, Vader
So-
isn't Brian.
So Vader is Brian. Yeah.
Strikers is Eric, did I say?
Why? What did they say?
He said someone needs to watch over Eric. Make sure he doesn't drink so much party pook.
Strikers is Eric. So Kitty Lover. We don't know who that is yet. Who else is there?
We got
Game.
Gracie 59.
Gamer. Gracie. It's obviously Grace. Got Gamer. What other names are there? Oh, Jester. Bringing drinks. So that's Andrew. Yeah, he buys the alcohol. What other names?
Gracie, Kitty Lover 54.
There should be 7. If everyone's in it. So someone's left out then. So Vader, Jester, Gamer.
Strikers,
Yeah.
Gracie,
Yeah.
Kitty Lover. That's it.
So Christy, Jack and Lisa. But we don't know who.
Well, we might have another chat yet that will probably...
Yeah. Yeah, we need to practice this week. Can we meet up this Tuesday? So Strikers is in the band, who is Eric, yeah. Gamer Boy, I can't do Tuesday either. Agreed to help my dad at his store. So he's in the band. Hang on. And Jester is in the band, who is Andrew. So Gamer must be Jack. And then, so Kitty Lover is either Lisa or Christy. So someone's left out.
We got private chat yet as well.
Yeah. Right. So Jester is Andrew. Dude, you can't just bail. I'm really sorry, something came up. Can't practice without a drummer. So that he owns the blue bag. You're the only one who knows how to play the drums. Do you know how important this gig is? So that's Andrew. That was Brian who died. So we need the killer and second last to arrive. Gracie, I've faxed you something. Did you get it? Hey babe. What the hell am I looking at? This just came in today. Keep this between us, please. I don't want anyone else to know about this. Is this true? Of course not. You think I'd be sharing this if it were true? I bet you $1,000,000 it was Christy. I was thinking the same. Can you talk to her? I swear I'm going to kill her next time I see her. Calm down. Don't make this worse than it is. Just talk to her. Only she can make this go away. I think it's probably Christy that's been left out of that group. Can you come up? So Gamer is Jack, who's in the band. Can you come over to my place this Saturday? I want to go over bass arrangement for the new song. I'll come over after 5 if that's cool, but my dad's store till then. That reminds me, do you think your dad would be willing to be a sponsor for our next gig? I can ask. Sweet, let me know what he says. So, I don't know if the dad's store is going to be...
Right, so I think we've done everything in here.
Just look down at the body. Towards the bed a bit. Oh, it's just the light. I thought he was holding a walking stick or something. It was just the light. It just looked weird. Why'd you have to be such a twat?
The shithouse.
Chitoir. Gonna have shit that, ain't you? Is there anything in the bin?
Doesn't look like it.
Girls only. So who lives there? Lisa. That must be Lisa's room.
Ooh.
What?
Tennis. Tennis rackets in the bag.
But
In
it
the
also
blue
had drummer
bag.
things in the bag.
Yes, so I think it's a
Oh.
herring of redness.
Andrew or Lisa then.
Should we
So-
double check the bag before we go any further?
Lisa, tennis.
Drumstick. Tennis.
And music.
And music.
Unless they're a couple. And what does that go to the next one? To other way. I know we've become better friends than we have been. I just feel like I owe it to myself to get this out. Christy, I do have feelings for you. I'm really nervous to tell you this, but this I'm not asking you to return these feelings, nor am I asking you to be anything more than you have been. See, that could be maybe they both play tennis. Maybe. Because that note could be from Lisa or Andrew.
Disgusting. Right. Balls.
Messenger. Group chat. Racket scientists. Right, kitty lover. Well, Lisa or Christy. So that is Lisa then. So Christy is left out. I keep writing Kirsty. So Christy has been left out of the group chat. Hey guys, even though school is over, do you guys still want to meet up and practice in the summer? I'm fine with meeting up, but my family and I are going to be out of town around the end of July. Anybody else?
Well, we've seen this,
Yeah.
haven't we?
So Christy has been left out. Since Christy is graduating this year, we'll need a new captain. I think you'd be a good fit. What do you think? I was hoping you'd be up for the task. Let's talk about this tomorrow at school. I've got to go soon. Okay.
TTYL.
So do we think Christy is tennis as well? Maybe. Right, Jester is Andrew. Have you heard from Christy? She hasn't been to school in a few days and she's not picking up. You haven't heard? Cassie told me that she was sexually assaulted by somebody. By Brian. What the fuck? Please tell me they caught this motherfucker. He's their cowboy. It's just a rumour and the school hasn't said anything yet. Hopefully it's nothing. Hang on then. I'll put Christy and a question mark. Is Andrew Lisa's brother? It was mentioned in her interview she had a brother, but I don't remember if they said the name. I'm not sure. We'll have to read through all them again when we're... Don't know if you heard, but word is going around that Christy was sexually assaulted by someone at school. She hasn't been to school in a few days. What? You better not be joking. What's the school doing about it? Haven't issued any statement yet. Hopefully it's nothing. You know how she is. She's such a drama queen. You're lucky you have your brother. What's that supposed to mean? He's a big guy. Even guys are intimidated by him. The perfect creep deterrent.
I find that strange. The only reason you're not getting raped is because of a bigger brother. What about just don't rape? You creepy, disgusting motherfuckers. What the hell? Why can't you just wank at people through the curtains like normal people?
So what makes you think that Andrew is Lisa's brother then? Right, next one, rope.
I'm gonna get a drink. Read them
Oh.
while I'm. I might have a wee while I'm there.
Gonna go
Might have a look through the curtains or something while I'm there.
See you in about a minute and a half then.
Oh yeah, not at my age. Oh no.
Crafty doesn't want to think of you that way. Right, Lillian. Guess who I saw trying to walk home with Christy today? You're definitely overreacting. Girl, I'm telling you, he's 100% into Christy. I bet you that's the only reason he joined the tennis club. You hearing me? In the interview, they asked about a brother, then went on to ask about Andrew in the next question. Oh, okay. So I think it is Andrew's bag, and he's joined the tennis club because of Christy. Makes sense. If it is, thank God he did. He's one of our best players. He's going to have a tough time getting through her brothers. I know all of them. They're all pretty nice guys. So it is Andrew's bag because he's joined the tennis club. Did you hear all that?
I didn't hear any of it. Out with it.
It says, you're definitely overreacting. Girl, I'm telling you, he's 100% into Christy. I bet you that's the only reason he joined the tennis club. So it is Andrew's bag. Because he's the drummer.
Okay.
And he's joined the tennis club.
Are we 100% sure that it's Brian who's the dirty get?
Well, the letter was in his
Yeah.
bedroom, addressed to him, wasn't it? I think so. I will check.
Because this bleeding game keeps throwing us a curveball.
Oh no. Oh. Okay. Oh, it just comes straight in here. Tennessee things.
You're right for a drink, yeah?
Yeah, tar. Yeah, so it is Andrew's bag.
Excellent.
Here you go, you slobbering
Thank
pig.
you, Resta.
Right, this is. So you've sat on there.
Should we fill in some of the old questions?
Well,
then?
I've been writing them on the top.
Oh,
Here.
have you? Right, what we doing then?
Right, I'm just looking at the calendar in.
Have you done it all, or?
No, I've literally just clicked on it. Regional match, club photo day, practice exams, grandpa's birthday, finals, tennis club. Well, there's nothing. Last day of school. Doesn't seem to be anything overly.
Draw.
That's a nice hairdryer. I do like a hairdryer. That's what's behind that. There's a safe behind that.
It's a tunnel out of there into this room. Just covered up by posters that side.
Have a look. Go back in that room a sec and have a look at a letter.
This letter.
I'm not sure. Suspension. Brian. Yeah. So yeah.
Right.
Well, we thought.
Just
of it.
checking.
This is a dirty rat bag.
I thought it was, but I just.
Yeah, you got to check, haven't you? You can't assume anything in this game, can you? That's... Why is that there? So she likes a bit of chocolate.
Stick it up her arse.
Well, she's got two.
Right,
Right, so when we've finished looking over it, I think we need to go through the statements again, now that we know who people are.
Okay. So let's go back to the beginning.
Yes. Right, Christy.
Check it.
So Christy Carter had to go to summer school June the 3rd to August the 1st. She has an inhaler and an EpiPen. And she's been left out of the chat. and she got molested by... Well, she got sexually harassed and Brian got suspended for sexually harassing somebody. So, if you can put them two together... So
Brian had his fingers in many pies then.
I reckon. Right, did you go and see Brian on the 31st of May? No. But someone else said that Grace saw her leaving at 7. When was the last time you met or spoke with Brian? Maybe a week and a half. Are you aware that he's dead? Are you sure? He was killed last night in his apartment. Where were you? I was at home.
Bullshit!
So we're suspecting her at the minute. So go on the next one. Right, Jack. Who is Jack? He is in the band. His dad has a
He played the
store.
bass.
Right, so you're also in the band. He has to play guitar, but usually end up with the bass. He's more of Eric's friend. I was working most of the day. I eventually left, headed to Brian's place, bumped into Grace at the lobby, and went together about 6:45. Right, so I need to write 6:45, Jack and Grace. You recall seeing anyone right before entering the apartment? No. After I finished my drink, he left early. Brian was smoking. I can't stand the smell. Went home. Left early.
Right, hang on. He said he drank his drink.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Right.
Jack.
Jack Cup Green.
So it had stuff in it.
Yeah. Right, Lisa, I'm one of the tenants of the apartment. How close are you with your brother? We don't talk about deep things. Are you aware of the allegations towards him?
No.
So what allegations are towards...
Brian?
No.
It's got to be Brian.
Hang on. Violent. Well, actually, Andrew has been suspended a few times for getting into fights.
Hang on.
What are you looking for?
An address. Has this been sent as a third party, like?
Yeah, but it said that
Yeah, I know.
Brian died in his room and...
Yeah.
Do we know what Lisa's surname is?
No, why?
I'm just trying to figure out who her brother is, because... Is her brother Brian? Or maybe you're talking about the allegations of killing Brian. Not sure who her brother is. Maybe her brother is Brian. Scroll down a bit, please. I must have... You said you lost your key. I was coming back from a friend's house and I must have left it there, but it was in Brian's bedroom. Hmm. So Lisa arrived around 7. Don't know if Brian is her brother or not then. I'm not sure if it matters, but... Right, next one.
They're all this year.
Oh, sorry. Got there around 7. Do you keep a spare key? Scroll down. Keep a spare on the kitchen wall, but it was missing. Someone must have taken it. But it was in Brian's room. I checked as soon as I came back, but it was already gone. How did you get into your room? Brian used his key set to let me in. Do you often have parties at your apartment? Yeah. Is there alcohol? Andrew buys the drinks. I was asleep. I woke up. It was dark. I went to the restroom. That's when I saw him lying in his room. I didn't know what to do. So Andrew was still there. Oh, hi, Oggy. How are you?
Hello.
It's going all right. I mean, it took us 3 attempts to get the last one. You know, when you think, well, if it's not that one that sat there, so it must be that one then. But then you don't really know why. It's a bit, what you've been doing. So Andrew was there when What's It died. We're all really good friends. Next one. Having a nanny nap. Right, Andrew. I arrived at the apartment around the same time as Lisa and everyone was already there. Go back to Lisa's one, please. Go down. Most of them were already inside around 7. Could go down again. Oh, it doesn't say if anyone else got there at the same time. Lisa doesn't mention Andrew, but he mentioned her at the same time. I was in the toilet puking for a bit, then I woke up Eric. Where is Jack? I don't know. None of us saw him for the rest of the night. So he said that he was there and he was puking, and then he woke up Eric. So Eric was there as well. Next. Grace. They were dating. Christy was 100% guilty. That lying bitch has been trying to get in between Brian and I ever since we got together. I can't stomach that. She can't stomach he chose me and not her. Arrived at the apartment at the same time as Jack at 6:45. And Christy left at 6:45. So Christy's lying. Drinking game. She passed out. And so she was there as well. But Christy wasn't there because she left. She lied to say that she hadn't seen him, but she saw her leave at 6:45. Next one. Eric. The fourth to arrive. Brian, Grace and Jack were already there. So it's sometime in between 6:45 and 7 then. When Lisa arrived. Yeah, that makes sense that Lisa's there afterwards. I think Andrew was the last to come. He's always late. But then Andrew said he got there when Lisa did. Jack and Brian were arguing. Scroll down. So Eric called 911. After 2 hours, Andrew was against it because of the drinking. Go down again. I don't remember. I was drinking heavily that night. I must have passed out because the next moment I remember was Andrew waking me up by pouring water. I remember writing that Eric was there, but I can't remember who woke him up. Even my class about interrupting rehearsals with my mistakes.
What's that mean?
Arguing with Brian.
Yeah, with my mistakes. Well, look,
just
making mistakes
making
while
mistakes.
he's rehearsing.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm thinking too much into that then.
Yeah. Go back to the one who said that they woke Eric up. I don't know who it was.
I think, was it Andrew?
I woke up Eric. Andrew woke up Eric. And then go back to Eric. Go down. Go down. Andrew waking me up, but Andrew didn't want him to call the police because of the underage drinking. Well, I think. Hang on. So Brian was already there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, second last to arrive, I think, was Lisa. But we still don't know who the killer is, do we? Because the only one that wasn't there, I think, Lisa was there. Jack left early. Christy left before most people got there. But she lied and said that she hadn't seen him. So the people that were there were Grace, Eric, Andrew and Lisa. And Andrew didn't want to call the police because of the underage drinking. Grace was really trying to convince the police that Christy did it because she's mental. But then why would Grace kill her own boyfriend? Oh, because he sexually assaulted Christy. Ooh. Maybe it was Grace then.
Have we got all of the evidence yet?
Oh, I don't know. 6 out of 7. First bedroom. So someone shot him.
Shot him in the ass.
But where's the gun? Crafty's got a theory.
Oh.
I'm clueless as I came in partway through. Yeah, there's way too much. Go on then, Crafty. What's your theory? What's on the back of the door? Oh. Hmm. Don't know what we're missing then. I mean, you could look at the list again and see what it's called.
Yeah.
You know, that is a bit cheaty, but...
Fine.
Oh, it doesn't actually say. Body outline, bullet casing, house keys. No, it's suspension application on laptop. Yeah, it doesn't actually say what's missing. Alright. I've got absolutely no ideas how the evidence checks out, but I reckon it could be Andrew. If he found out what Brian did to Christy and knowing that he liked her, he might have done it as payback.
Ooh.
That is very true.
Fucking ridiculous.
Andrew was there. He didn't want to phone the police. And Lisa said...
Has nobody heard of bleeding gunshot? Or doing people telling the truth?
Lisa said she turned up at 7. Someone else said Andrew's always late. Andrew said he turned up the same time as Lisa, but Lisa didn't say that she turned up with Andrew. But someone said that Andrew's always late. I don't know what the hell this last bit of evidence is. It's got to be something really tiny, isn't it? Have you hovered the mouse over all of the body outline, just in case there's a part of it? Don't look like it. I don't know. I think it's either Andrew or Grace. Because surely if they're dating, Grace would be sleeping in there. Anything with that guitar stand next to the bed? Ooh, most of them were also either unconscious or puking their guts up, but Andrew also supplied the drinks. They wouldn't have 2 cases with drugs in the booze, though, would they? I don't know.
But they also are 17 and 18-year-old Yanks who probably get drunk at the sight of beer. Being in the same room as it. But I can't find this evidence unless it's something on the computer or something we ain't clicked on. Maybe.
What does American beer and sex in a canoe have in common?
Oh, here we go.
Oh dear. I don't know, Oggy. What does American beer and sex in a canoe have in common? They're both fucking close to water. What? Click on that again to read it. Don't really help at all, does it? Anything in the bed? Really don't know. I don't want to look it up.
Kind of guarantee it won't help us in answering
Well,
the
no,
questions.
but you've got to get all the things, haven't you? Do you want me to look it up?
Yes. Got no bloody choice, man.
Oh, that's just the answers. I don't know. I can't find what the clues. Oh, it's not that. I can only find the answers that are spoiled over, so I don't want to. I can't find anything that's just telling you where the clues are. I don't want to read too much because it's going to spoil it, isn't it? I really don't know. Go back on the list of clues. So it's just one in the first bedroom. Yeah, body outline. You're definitely in the right room, aren't you? Anything up high? Rather than... It's a bit weird that you can't find it. Don't want to finish it without, though, dear. Can't open any of them drawers, can you? I really don't know. It's going to be something really tiny, isn't it? Or a gun hidden somewhere. Feels like you should be able to open that case, doesn't it? That's annoying. Anything on them machines on the top of that? Whatever they are.
Drumsticks.
It feels like it's something important we're missing though, doesn't it? Must admit, I saw the drill case, thought that's a perfect spot to hide a gun. Yeah.
I know not.
See, we still can't say for definite who the killer is, can we?
So, who died?
Ryan. Lisa. Andrew. So who do we think the killer is? I think it's either Andrew or Grace, but I don't know which one. Who do you reckon?
Like I say, there's questions unanswered, as it were.
Yeah, there's evidence that we can't find in there and I can't find it. Let's have another look. So I can't find a written guide, I'm just watching a video.
A traffic cone. Of course there is.
I'm on the right. Right, it's in the kitchen they're in the kitchen at the minute. Right, they're going in Brian's bedroom. Got the bullet casing on the floor. The bit of paper on the desk about the band members. Yeah, we've got all the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3. But maybe. Yeah, got all that. Jack is the one that wants to go to the arcade, and he's the one that left early because he couldn't stand the smoking. Which makes sense, doesn't it? He didn't want a party. Right, it's just scroll. I don't want to fast forward it because I'll probably miss it. What's Crafty said in the chat? I'm watching the video.
Grace hated Christy, so don't feel like she'd have cared about what happened to her to retaliate against Brian. Someone did say... I can't scroll.
You just... But someone did say she'd been acting obnoxious the whole night. Don't know what they meant by that though. Partying's for the young and old. Right. Still looking at him now. He's looking at the private chat. Right, in Brian's room on the private chat with Gracie, that might be worth reading again. Because we don't know what they're talking about. Right, notice of suspension. Yeah, we've got that one. Maybe they're talking about the sexual assault claim. Oh, I bet you it was Christy. So maybe that's a lie. Yeah, we've got the front door keys. They're going on to the blooming interviews now. Karen, look at... Oh, go. And he's left the bedroom. Like...
Yes.
Looking around the bathroom, not finding anything.
I feel like the game's doing us in it.
Yeah.
At the minute.
Alright, nothing in the bathroom. We've got everything from Lisa's room, haven't we?
We've got everything from everywhere apart from...
I'll just keep watching it. I don't want to fast forward it and miss anything. In Lisa's room, she's got Snickers bars, or the equivalent, and in Christie's bag, she had an EpiPen. Don't know if that's anything.
There's a what he wanting where?
In Lisa's room, she's got a couple of Snickers on her bedside cabinet, and in Christie's red bag in the living room, she had an EpiPen.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's anything. Peanuts, I'm thinking. I don't know if that's anything. Nut allergy. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's anything though.
Yeah, maybe.
What?
Maybe that's just a clue to make you figure out it's not her bag.
Maybe.
This piece of evidence is doing my head in there.
Yeah, as I say, I'm still watching this. Hopefully they'll go back into the other room. Because they haven't got all the things from his room. Come on. We've already seen the cups and the shit pizza. He's in the living room again, looking in the blue bag. Like a knob. Go on, go back in there. Go on. No. Yeah, go on, go on. In there. Oh. It's excellent streaming, isn't it? Just me watching a YouTube video.
Mm-hmm.
Right, he's back in the right room. We've got the bit of paper about the band that we've seen. Suspension notice, we've seen that. Oh, I've got a frigging advert now. I don't even know if this person is getting them all.
Yeah, not too bad, mate, Tar. Definitely on the way.
They've looked at the band bit of paper 7 times. And now they've left the room again.
I'm going to look it up.
I can't find anything. Oh, dear me.
What's this game called?
Scene investigators. See, Jack said he left because someone was smoking heavily, but I haven't seen any smoking stuff. I don't think this person is going to get all of them. No, that was not a good choice of video. I think the ashtrays in the living room, I want to say on the floor. Oh yeah, on that little table behind the chair, looks like. Right. Right, that's Lisa's room. Okay. They're just about to go in Brian's room. Oh yeah, the small table. Any plans for the week? Nothing out of the ordinary. Are you enjoying the stream? Us both looking for answers. Right. Go on, go in that room. No, that's the bathroom. Go on. Right, we're going in. Are we? Yes. Right, the suspension letter. She's reading the letter at the minute. Have you found anything?
No.
I can't find a proper... This game's very new though, isn't it? Talk amongst yourselves, you know. Starting to wonder if there is actually a bug and there isn't all of them. Still reading the letter. I don't want to fast forward it because I'll miss something. So what's everyone else up to this week? Haven't got really anything out of the ordinary, have we? You're missing a bit of evidence. Yeah, in Brian's room. Well, one of the clues. If that's the same thing as evidence. I'm just trying to find out, but I can't find anything. I'm watching a video. And they're taking half an hour to read the friggin' suspension letter. I'm currently doing my online shop. That's as exciting as it goes. Wow. Ordering anything good? Are you ordering anything interesting? They're taking a very long time in this video. A hospital appointment on Wednesday. Carl's in for repair on Tuesday. I hope they both go alright. What is this excitement of which you speak? I'm not really sure, to be honest. God, this person takes longer than we do. They're still reading that letter. Oh, I can't fast forward it because... Oh. Right, they're on the... Have I gone too far back? No, they're back in there. Right, bullet casing. Who would have access to a gun, though?
I can't find anything. This is ridiculous.
the front door keys. I don't know. Right, going back in again. He's just looking round. Got the banned bit of paper again. No one seems to be able to find the last bit of the last clue. Hoping to buy a concert ticket on Friday. Nice. If you sign up for Live Nation emails, you can get them on Thursday. Got a few nice bits: chicken breast roast, Kiev's battered fish, garlic prawns, and of course a big old tray of eggs. Nice. I can't find anything, can you?
I'm gonna sack it off now. Right, I'm just gonna guess. I'm already fed up now. Yes?
He's still reading. Right, on the group chat thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said you could get the Live Nation pre-sale on Thursday.
I'm leaving.
Right, walking around. Oh, he's left the bedroom. I don't know. Can you activate any of the posters? Anything stuck behind them? Not that I saw in this video so far, but frustrating, isn't it? Because I hope you can still get like an A+. You know, if you don't find all the clues. I mean, this is stupid. This game is getting more stupid, isn't it? Do you reckon it's bugged? It feels like a bug, doesn't it? I keep looking through the case. Like the interviews. I don't think they've found all the clues either. Because surely you'd have found. You've
Well,
been
come
around
on,
that
let's do
room
it.
so many times. Well,
Who is the
don't
murdering
know.
bastard?
I'm leaning more towards Andrew, but put Andrew. I don't know. I'm getting annoyed with this game. It took us 3 goes to get the other one, and we can't find all the evidence on this one. Grace, then?
Loading scenario.
Yeah, we'll do it next time. Maybe it will load in again.
Good luck.
It's annoying though, isn't it? I mean, it's not like we're terrible. We're not great at this, but we're not terrible either. And we haven't got any of them right.
Still saying 6 out of 7.
Because it's not telling you what clue list. I think there's one missing off that list. Because if you look at the living room kitchen one, red cup, 6 out of 6. Oh no, that wouldn't be. Feels like there's just something missing off the list, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh well, never mind.
Go to the questions, try different. Yeah, exam questions. So different killer, Grace then? Piss off.
I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not just going to keep guessing.
I'm going to look it up.
Fuck me. What a waste of bleeding time. Go on then, Krusty.
Loading scenario. Loading complete. Good luck.
It's not Christie's.
Which bag?
The red bag next to the tennis one. It can't be her bag because it's about summer school and she's about to graduate.
So what, has Christy got a brother or sister in here
Yeah. I know who the killer is.
then? Good.
Right, I'll read
I'm
you.
fucked off. So,
Right.
ruined again.
I know. Right. Notice during the interview that Jack and Grace give different versions of what happened. Grace is certain she saw Christy, but Jack claims he saw no one coming out of the apartment. A few interviews agree on the fact that Grace was sour during the party and drank a lot, so we can assume she truly saw Christy coming out of Brian's apartment. We learn after exploring the apartment that someone accused Brian of assaulting Christy, and he shared the notice he received with Grace, which explains why she was upset. Now we may be wondering why Jack would lie about Christy. Well, when we first open the red bag, we discover it belongs to someone whose name is Carter. We know Christy's name is Carter thanks to the interview, but the bag can't be hers because we also find a piece of paper about summer school. It can't be hers since she's about to graduate. According to a piece of paper we find in Brian's room, all the boys are 18 and about to graduate according to the messages on the PC, except Jack. There's also medicine for asthma in the red bag, and we know that Jack left because Brian was smoking a lot. They even had a heated argument because of it, so we can safely assume the red bag could only belong to Jack. So we learn that Jack's last name is Carter, which means he's related to Christy. We know that the rumour about Christy being assaulted spread around the room, so it's not surprising Jack would learn about it too and plan to take revenge for his sibling. How did he find out it was Brian? No idea.
So that was Jack then.
So it was Jack. He likely found out due to the rumour mill going on that you can see in a bunch of private messages and the fact that Brian was suspended. Another thing that nods to Jack is the message that states that Christy's brothers are very protective of her. A simpler deduction. If action was taken by the school, Christy told her parents that they told the school. Jack, being in the same family, may have been privy to these conversations, or at least been near them as they happened. Adding that Christy seems to be in a constant daze, you have plenty of reason for Jack to be aware of and resent what happened to his sister. And he lied about finishing his drink.
Yeah, I said that though, didn't I?
Yeah. Hang on, even weirder, where the hell did the gun come from? There's no place it should have been in the house. Hang on. Right, full scenario answer. This was premeditated. Jack saw Christy leaving the apartment before he arrived with Grace. Nobody was in the apartment except for Brian. Jack presumably had brought the gun and formed the plan in advance. He stole the spare keys before Lisa got there, waited until Andrew arrived with drinks, and got everyone drunk. He then waited for everyone to fall asleep without drinking. He argued with Brian about smoking because he couldn't leave before everyone fell asleep, or his plan fell apart and got him to isolate himself in his room. Once everyone was asleep, he used the spare key, let himself into Brian's room and confronted him. If he shot Brian in his bed, he wouldn't have been by the door. After they argued, he shot Brian in the chest. He's 17 and just killed someone who's probably in a daze after committing murder. He walked out of the apartment with his bag and didn't remember the state of his drink, or at least to empty and trash it. He left the door open as well, based on the fact Lisa saw Brian without checking on him. During the time they were debating on what to do, the kids closed the door to Brian's room themselves. That's why it's closed when we enter. It should cover the entire scenario. So where's the gun then?
Took it with him. Yeah, we got this.
Where was that?
No, I've put the evidence in.
Yeah.
And
Oh, this come up after putting your answer in?
Yes.
Oh, Brenda's medical report. Medical report for Brenda Peterson to Clifford Taylor. I'm writing to provide a medical update on Brenda Peterson, a patient who presented herself at our clinic earlier today. Ms. Peterson's face exhibited severe bruising and significant damage, indicating a traumatic incident. Notably, this marks the second time she has sought medical attention for similar injuries within the past month. During her previous visit, it was reported that Miss Peterson had fallen down the stairs, but the nature and extent of her injuries on both occasions raised concern about the consistency of these explanations. Upon examination, it became evident that Miss Peterson required immediate attention to manage the pain and discomfort resulting from her injuries. Consequently, we have prescribed a stronger dose of painkillers to provide more effective relief. Given the pattern observed in her medical history, it is imperative to consider alternative explanations for her injuries and to ensure that appropriate measures are taken to address any potential risk to her well-being. In light of these concerns, we strongly recommend a comprehensive assessment of Miss Peterson's situation, involving collaboration with relevant agencies such as social services and law enforcement. This approach aims to ensure her safety, address any potential underlying issues contributing to her injuries, and prevent further harm. Please feel free to contact our office if you have any additional questions or if further discussions on Miss Peterson's case is necessary. Who's Miss Peterson? Brenda Peterson.
Isn't that one of the other cases we did?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was the first case we did.
Oh, Carol is the bit on the side. Today was an unexpected turn of events. I met Ronnie for the first time at the coffee shop where I work. His warm smile and the way his eyes lit up when he ordered his usual black coffee caught me off guard. We chatted briefly and I couldn't help but feel a spark. Ronnie took me out for the first time tonight. We went to this cosy little bistro downtown. The conversation flowed effortlessly and I found myself getting lost in his stories. He has this magnetic charm that's hard to resist. I felt like the world disappeared. It was just the two of us.
Well, she made of metal and he's got a really big magnet round his neck.
Was Brenda the mum in the first one? Right. Next. Ronnie and I went on another date and I was pleasantly surprised by how well it went. We went to this cute little Italian restaurant that he had discovered and the food was amazing. As we talked, I found myself more and more drawn to him. His personality and humour made me feel at ease and we were able to have genuine conversations about our interests and life experiences. It's been a long time since I felt such a strong connection with someone. I'm excited to see where this could lead, but I also know that it's important to take things slow and enjoy the moments we share. For now, I'm just looking forward to getting to know Ronnie even more. Ronnie is married. I stumbled upon his wedding ring accidentally and my heart sank. How did I not see this coming?
But which went to the toilet and found it.
The guilt is eating me. It flops in the toilet. The guilt is eating me, but at the same time, I can't ignore the feelings I've developed. What have I gotten myself into? Ronnie confided in me today about the problems in his marriage. He shared the struggles and the growing distance between him and his spouse. I find myself torn between sympathy and guilt. I never intended to become entangled in someone else's marital issues. I'm left questioning the path I've chosen. Ronnie dropped a bombshell on me today. He's contemplating getting a divorce. My emotions are all over the place. Part of me is hopeful, but another part is filled with uncertainty. Can he really leave his marriage for me? Is this just wishful thinking? I need to tread carefully. I've just found out I'm pregnant. Told ya.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun! More reading.
Oh,
City in shock. Promising teenagers' life cut short in party shooting incident. What began as a bond forged in the hallways and classrooms has ended in heartbreak and sorrow. Authorities are still investigating the incident, but it's been reported that allegations against Mr. Olsen may have been exaggerated.
oh no.
As the story continues to unfold, the question of misguided information and its implications is brought to the forefront. As we grapple with the harsh reality of this situation, it becomes paramount for us to reflect on the moral implications of sharing false information. In an age where information can spread like wildfire, we must recognise the profound impact that our words can have on the lives of others. This heartbreaking incident serves as a sombre reminder that the choices we make, the words we utter, and the information we share can carry profound consequences. It's our collective responsibility to exercise caution, empathy, and integrity in our interactions, understanding that the power of our words can either build bridges or lead to irreparable damage. No, they weren't that careful, no. In the face of this tragedy, let us take a moment to mourn the loss of a young man, and may this be a reminder to reflect on the importance of honesty, compassion, and the profound impact our actions can have on the lives of those around us. May we strive for a world where trust is upheld and where the weight of truth prevails over the darkness that falsehood can cast upon us all. So she was jealous that he chose Grace instead of her.
Yeah, and got her brother done for shooting him.
Yeah.
What a bitch.
It sounds like that family is a bit not bad, doesn't it?
Yes.
So they're saying the allegation was false about the assault. If you were granted the power to pardon one of the perpetrators, who would you choose?
Ooh.
Bonus question, ungraded. Okay. Well, the first one was...
A wife being beaten up, basically.
Yeah.
And he comes out of prison.
And picks the baby up.
Picks the baby up.
I mean, that'd be enough, wouldn't it?
I mean...
Yeah. And the second one was the dinner party.
He was only a few punches, though.
If you were granted the power to pardon one of the perps, okay. So the first one was the wife that had been beaten up or something, and the bloke was out of jail, and she was basically defending herself
And the baby.
and the baby.
Yeah, I got no problem
The
with her
second
shooting him.
one
Not a problem.
was someone that poisoned
Well, they're definitely not
poisoned the
getting away with it.
wife because she's found out she's pregnant and she wants to get rid of the wife so she can keep the bloke. And the third one is a nut bar boy that was defending his nut bar sister.
Yeah, but wasn't he already done for stuff before? Is
No, that
the
was
same kid?
Andrew. No, it's not the same kid.
I
Jack
don't know,
was-
you know.
Jack was the one that went home early, and he planned it all and shot the. He thought that his sister had been sexually assaulted, and he shot the lad that
I
did
would
it.
do exactly the same thing.
But he should
And,
know what his sister is like.
Yeah, but
If she's a
but
bit-
once I'd found out what happened, I would expect her to fill his space in jail, and he would
Well,
have to go through a series of psych evaluations
I think-
to make sure that he's not affected by it
Yeah.
long term. So this could happen again. There's no easy way out with that one. To be
No,
fair.
I think if you could grant the pardon, it's got to be on the first one.
Yeah, but I'm struggling with the third one as well.
I am, but more so with the first one. I think maybe I can relate, not that you beat me up, I don't mean it like that, but I can relate to the person in the first one, more similar sort of age. You know, how would you react if your husband was beating the shit out of you and he
Absolutely.
went to jail?
He's a
You
scumbag.
know, I
He's
think
a scumbag. He deserved everything he got. She deserved revenge. Not that that's okay.
no,
But-
but she didn't plan it.
No,
She
but,
just
but
panicked.
it was a self-defense
Yeah.
thing. I've got no
She
problem with it
panicked.
whatsoever. But I feel sorry for this kid
Yeah, I do,
because
but
he was basically duped into doing it.
yeah.
I know that that's maybe
Yeah.
not the way to react, maybe, but I can't say that I wouldn't react the same
No,
way.
I see what you're saying, but I think I feel more sorry for the first one because
Mm,
she had a husband that beat the shit out of her. He finally went to jail. She got away, and he's found her, and she saw him carrying the baby.
I would say 401 will get my pardon, but I would like to think that the courts would take it easy on 403.
Yeah. I'm not leaving 403 to it, but I am leaning more towards the first one because she was innocent and she was protecting her kid.
Mm. Yeah, you shouldn't kill
Right, hang on.
someone.
First one's more cut and dry, yeah. I saw a brown thing on the carpet out of the corner of my eyes
Here
and
we go.
genuinely thought the dog had a shit. It was one of his gravy bones. Welcome to my day. Yeah,
Well-
I can't fault the brother for wanting to defend his sister, but the way
Yeah.
he went about it was wrong and he should suffer the consequences.
Yeah.
That was planned. You can understand the motives might not be terrible, but that was planned. The first one,
Actually, yeah, they actually did. It was premeditated,
yeah,
wasn't
it was planned. The
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one
yeah.
was panic.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need,
yeah.
I need to protect
Panic,
my baby.
self-defense, blah, blah,
First
blah.
one, all day long.
No, you've convinced me.
All day
What he should have done is
long.
shot him in the dick. And then went, that's what you get for messing with my sister. I didn't do it. Yeah, well, at least if I've only shot you in the dick, you're not
Well,
dead.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
401.
the thing is, if you really can't decide, there's a thing about it's either protecting your grown-up sister, who he should know what she can be like. I'm not saying it's totally innocent, but he should know
He's
what
been
she
put
should
in a
be
position
like.
though, innit?
He's been put in a position and he planned it.
Yeah, but I would
Whereas-
plan it.
Yeah, but compared to someone who has been like beat the shit out of and he's been in prison, and then you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
him holding your baby.
Yeah, but what if
That's
there
a
was
whole
a situation
different-
where you was in that situation, right, and you were telling the truth? Are you telling me that I wouldn't do a whole pinboard of how I was going to do it, etc.?
Yeah, etc.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, but protecting your grown-up sister who is got a history of being a bit crazy
Yeah.
compared to protecting your baby.
Yeah. Right, we're saying 401.
Hang on then. Oh, sorry, I've already
401.
read that. Yeah, 401.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, we've done the 4th floor.
Grade anus.
Like, click on the exam results or the case file report or something.
Well, that should be.
Oh,
just the
yeah, well, that's
questions,
right.
and-
Yeah. Oh, that's just what happened.
No,
So it doesn't matter
it
if we
doesn't
didn't
matter
find
then.
all the clues, then that's fine.
But I think we did.
Yeah,
I don't know what
I
else there
don't
was
think
to
that
click
other
on.
one was there. Yeah, that's the thing as well. He planned the whole thing, but not only that, he saw Christy coming out of the apartment of the person that supposedly abused her, and he still went ahead with it. I'd have at least questioned her.
Yeah, what
about
was she
it.
bloody doing
Yeah.
there in the first place if he did do it?
Yeah, and lied and said she wasn't there.
I didn't think of that.
He knows what his sister is like. He knows what's been going
I mean,
on.
would you go to a party where somebody's there who's like that, or did something like that to you, or even suggested doing anything like that, or any sort of?
Well, there's 2 reasons why she wouldn't go there. The one is if he did abuse her,
Then that's the last
then
place you'd
that
want
you
to
don't want to
be.
go there. But secondly, if she's jealous of him and his girlfriend, you don't want to go there and see his girlfriend.
Yeah, it's all kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I'm not feeling sorry for either of those in that last one.
Yeah.
Because he knows his sister. He knows what she's like.
Which is
It's just a load of fucking teen drama, ain't it?
Drama. I wonder if there's a thing at the end of all this that you get like, this is how many people said this.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
how many people have
Maybe.
played this game? They said this is how many people have said
Yeah.
agree. Let them off or whatever the thing is. Right, that's it then. Marvellous.
I'm really enjoying this game, but it's really frustrating me as well.
Yeah, that not finding that last bit of evidence has ruined that last case because we basically got it done.
Yeah. But then it might not have pointed us to Jack. We didn't even suspect Jack for 1 minute.
No, we got that one wrong.
And we didn't even know that he was Christie's brother. We
I forgot he was
assumed...
there.
Yeah, well he wasn't. He left early, didn't
Well,
he?
there you go. He didn't drink all his drink. That's all I said, and that's a reason to commit murder, apparently.
Literally the thing that pissed me off with that series 13's Reasons Why, the girl watches her friend get assaulted, then goes to a party with the guy that did it and wonders why she gets attacked too. Are people really that stupid? Yes. I like this game, but it's annoying me and I'm not enjoying it as much as I want to. Because, like with the second one, well the first one we did today, yeah, we got it wrong. But then you go, okay, so it's not them, so it makes you think about who else it is.
Yeah, but that we totally was barking
Yeah.
up the wrong tree.
Yeah, we didn't do very well on that.
Because I was spending more time finding all the bloody thing than figuring it out.
Yeah.
In all fairness.
Because Jack and Grace arrived together, they were telling the truth, and Jack left early. That's all I wrote down about him. And he's in the band, and he didn't want to go to the party.
Yeah, but
That's it.
there should have been a little bit more suspicion because of his dodgy story. Because
Yeah.
there was 2 different accounts of what happened between 2 different people, and he said he finished his drink.
Yeah. And we didn't pick up on the fact that that wasn't Christie's bag.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah, we should-
That's on
yeah.
us. Yeah. Not the greatest detective.
No. But then... I enjoyed the first 2. I didn't enjoy that last one, really, because we were totally barking up the wrong tree. I was so set that it was Andrew or Grace. But... because Andrew didn't want to call the police.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have said Andrew because the only reason he didn't want to is because of the drinking.
Well, yeah. And he'd already got previous for fighting. Yeah, makes sense when you know the answers. Good job the answers are online.
I'm glad it gives you that bit of epilogue.
Yeah. I knew
The
she was
beach.
pregnant.
All right.
I knew it from the start.
Good smeller.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. And I want to play it again. But I'm not enjoying it as much as I want to.
Yeah, it's good,
It
man.
is good, but
I like it, but I was losing the last one, to be fair.
yeah, because you couldn't find the evidence.
Never mind.
But it's like on the first one, it still doesn't make sense. The gun holes are in the wrong place. You know, it still doesn't make sense, does it?
Which mean the gun holes in the...
In the, you know, the one with the abusive dad,
Yeah.
and then he's in the doorway, and she shot him from the window.
Yeah.
But how did she get the gun in there?
She already had the gun in there.
So why did she open the safe and leave it open?
I don't know what... We'll have to look that one
No,
up.
but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we still can't
That's
quite
the
make
only
it make
bit
sense.
of that story, the safe, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? You still can't quite... It's a little vague on the details in parts. I appreciate you're meant to be investigating, but I feel like even if you had little dialogues pop up when you found stuff that added a bit of theory would help.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're basing a lot of our basting. That's what you do for
That's what you do
chickens,
with a turkey.
and that. We're basing our findings on assumptions a lot of the time.
Well, yeah. We assumed that was Christie's bag. But there was clues that there was at summer school, but she's about to graduate.
Yeah.
We should have picked up on that. But, yeah. Put it on. No, not that one. End. Scroll down. End. No. That one. Well done, Gavin. I am enjoying it, as I say, but it's frustrating because it doesn't quite 100% make sense, does it?
Yes.
And I'm a little bit disappointed about that because I do enjoy it. But there's a but.
I like the fact that because it's open, it's kind of open to interpretation, that it invokes discussion. Because if it was cut and dry,
You don't need to be too easy. Because it's just going through the motions of finding things then, isn't it? And it's not the obvious. We shouldn't have gone for Andrew to start with. But we did because it's like, right, Andrew or Grace, which one? Don't know.
yeah.
But that was the obvious one that it was leading you towards, wasn't it?
It always does it.
Ooh, lovely sleuthing.
I don't know about that. Thank you very much.
Lovely summer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Some bullshit going on.
No, it was good.
Yeah,
Enjoyed
they
it.
always give you that little red herring that you, and then they'll throw that little bit of doubt in there.
I wish they'd give you the epilogue after doing each one.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't remember who Brenda was.
It was Brenda.
Who the fuck is that?
Is that whose bag it was?
Don't know. There's someone outside.
Right, go on then.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you.
And all the bits and
Sorry
everything.
about the looking on the internet stream.
You were just sat there for ages watching videos. It was frustrating. But thank you for watching.
Never mind.
And we shall see you soon.